Hello YouTube, and welcome to this special edition of Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey, and as always, appreciate you guys joining us today. Today we're going to take a look at our racetrack we have here in our yard, just outside of our shop. Had a lot of people commented in the past and want to know some more details on it, so we're going to give you a little just tour of the track and kind of what's involved with running it, what equipment we use to take care of it, and how we water it and so forth. We have a lot of fun. Matter of fact, we ran today, and we have run thousands of laps, but I built this as a grandfather and as a great uncle so the little ones in our family can come up and start racing, as it means a lot to us to carry on the tradition of racing in our family. I am a second generation driver. My son and my nephew Trent and Ryan, who you see run the 115 and the 515 Pro Mod and the 115 late model, those the third generation. Well, we've already got the fourth generation on the track, and that's who you'll see here in this video here in just a second. So sit back, and if you have any questions, just send them to me in the comments and I'll be glad to address them. So sit tight, let's take a look. Okay, I've had lots of people ask about my go-kart track, and they want to know the details of it. It's only about 100 and I think about 70 feet from the outside turn of 1 and 2 down to turns 3 and 4, and it's probably 100 feet I think across from this edge here to that side. The way we built this was all level ground, and people will know, how was it here? No, this was all level ground. We put a dozer right in the middle. A friend of mine, he's passed away now, but we built this track about 4 or 5 years ago. And you simply come in the middle and you start pushing the dirt out to each side. And then he roughed it in. Then I have a tractor that I got a grader. I'll show it to you here in a minute. But he got it roughed in with the bulldozer. And then I've worked the outside edge of it. It's real nice and smooth contour all the way around. And of course we have the kids riding on the track, so I want to make sure that it's safe as possible, so we have nice smooth runoffs, except for the oak tree of course. but we've never had a person, knock on wood, get hurt here. But you see I've got the front straightaway is Deed. I was copying Architects Motor Speedway up at Vivian. Then the back straightaway is straight. Now I came in here and I actually built this corner up a little bit more. The banking on this corner is a whole lot more than it is down on 3 and 4. But I made a nice smooth transition runoff, and the kids can go off. Now, as far as drainage, you can see we had about an inch of rain a couple of days ago, and the water would stay in here. And so what I did, I came here with a track hoe. I rented a track hoe, and I just dug me a ditch all the way across. Then we just simply got a 4-inch drain. I just put sewer pipe. It comes down the back side back here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, it's down there, somewhere down there. But that's where it drains, and it empties into my neighbor's yard. So there you go. But now, you probably have had some people ask me, what in the world is this concrete deal? The concrete pad around the outside edge, back in the day, believe it or not, for all you youngsters, you had to fly remote control airplanes by wire. You couldn't just, it wasn't radio controlled, radio frequency. So this was a Shreveport Flying Club. Where my shop is sitting, you can barely see the asphalt around. Get over here where you can see the asphalt. We didn't even know was there, and just as God would have it, I came out here and I built my shop. This was all grass, and I put it right in the center of that circle. We didn't know, like I say, didn't know the asphalt was even there. I just happened to put my shop right in the middle of it. Well, what they did, they flew airplanes round and around on that. This was the asphalt strip. There's another asphalt strip that our pavilion's built around. Then there was a grass strip down there, circle. Then this was half concrete, comes around half concrete, and it stops. This is where they would take off and land on this side, then they'd fly around. So that's what the concrete, that was the landing strip. And then years ago, I mean like 50 years ago, there was a clubhouse here, but this was a Shreveport, Louisiana remote control flying club, but it was fly by wire. And you know, that's when you stay in the middle and you get drunk, going around getting dizzy. So that's why there's a concrete strip around the outside edge. But it's a real convenience when the kids, especially like the young ones, when they want to come off, they'll get off. They use this as a pit road. They come in here all the way around, then they come in here, and this is where we pit. But as far as the go-karts, I'll go in and show you those just for a second. But let me walk over here and I'll show you the piece of equipment that I use to take care of the track. Okay, this is my water truck, and it's over here in the grass right now. I haven't used, we've been racing so much here, I haven't used it. Basically, so I think that's a 260 gallon tote. But I fill it up with water. And the problem is I go to my office and fill it up, but I've got a bunch of holes drilled in here, and I just pull it with my truck. And we go down around the track, and I can water it. And even in the dead of summer, I can pretty much, 2 loads of water will pretty much cover it. But I tell you, the easiest thing is we just use this well. I was telling you about the clubhouse used to be here where my wife's shop is. This was the well house, water well they had for the clubhouse. So all I do, I found out, I've tried sprinkler systems. You see down there, I've tried everything in the world. I was going to bury a sprinkler system. We just simply take this fire hose in on a regular garden hose, and it works tremendously. You can just go around, you do it one time, and the cooler the weather is, the longer it'll last, but that's how we water it. But before we water it, we got to get it smooth, and I'll show you how we get it smooth now. Okay, here's a grader that I built. And I think it's about 6 feet, a little over maybe 7 feet long. And the trick is to have diagonal blades. And I just use, this is 4-inch angle iron. Let me let it down here so you get a little better grasp of how it works. Okay, I'll go all the way down here. Here we go. But with your 3rd link adjustment up here, you can make it cut or just drag. But I can make that track as smooth as glass. And it's about, I guess, 4.5 feet wide, maybe, or maybe 5 by 6. Yeah, maybe 5 by 6. I can't remember the size. What I did, I measured out, I got just 2 sticks of 4-inch. So I built it, so I laid it out on paper so I could use just 2 sticks of 4-inch angle iron. Now, it's real crucial, you got to notch these so that lip is the same height as that. You don't want to be, or at least I didn't want to be lower. Some people want to lower so that'll cut. I didn't want to cut, I just want to grade. Same way here in the back. You can see where I notched it and where that lip is the same height as the outer edge. Now, I've got some lights. We was going to put lights up, but usually we're so tired in daylight. I tell you, go-karts will wear you out. But just typical 3-inch 3-point lift. And this thing works very, very, very well. And I mean, it's very simple to build. And, you know, I can be glad if you can message me. I can give you the exact measurements. But it's just one cuts. Actually, the front one cuts, the front edge cuts. Then these help level, then the back one. And like I say, you can adjust that 3rd link, and you can really make a cut on the front edge. But I pretty much run it pretty much level all the time. So that's how we keep it smooth. Then we water it and then pack it in. I'll take my pickup truck or we'll let the go-karts pack it in. But that's how we keep it smooth and keep it watered. And that's the way we do it. Okay, we're in my go-kart room, and these are friends of ours. Mine's down in my wife's shop, and John Teal, my buddy here, his is down there. And everybody else's is that's my son's, and this is Trent's, so that's first cousin. These 2 belong to Johnny Vault, a family friend of ours. Sorry, this is Ryan's here. I don't know who that end one is down there. Oh, I mean, that's Michael Hudson. That's Michael's. Yeah. Then these are 2 kid carts, and that's another. Michael's got 2. But the key thing to have fun with these, we run dead stock Harbor Freight. What are these, John? 6-point or 6.5? 6.5 horsepower motors. For the neighbors' sake, we run dead stock exhaust.
There's the
and
box.
yeah, there's a box, yeah. But just these dead stock Predator motors, and you get them from Harbor Freight. But what it does, it keeps it legal, or even and legal, and that way it puts the driver having to drive the carts. Now, it's interesting. You saw Axel on his cart a while ago. As fast as he is, because he doesn't weigh anything. And so those little carts, it's amazing. They can keep up with the big kid, or the big, we're all big kids, I guess, but just from the weight difference. But you can have a blast. We have made thousands of laps on our track out here just with a dead stock Predator motor. So that's all we use. And we get tires that people throw away from friends of ours who race. And we like the slicker they are, the harder they are to drive, the more fun it is. So that's the theory behind the competition. Look at my grandson out here. I can't believe it. Oh, Ryder, there. He's doing good. I'm glad he's kind of looking around a little bit too much, but that's okay. Good job, Ryder. My daughter, Allison. Always got to get instructions from Daddy. Ryder, that was a good job. Was that fun? Was that fun? All right.
Can I do it again?
You did really good. It's fun racing your Aunt Allison, isn't it? Okay, we got the cones out, trying to help teach Axel on the corner entry. He wants to go in so low, so we're putting the cones in place, and he still wants to almost run over. He loves the bottom. Bobby Allen would be proud of him. We're going to force him up. Hey, for 6 years old, he's pretty amazing. Okay, this is Axel Humphrey. He is, how old are you, Axel?
7.
You're 7. Okay, I've been calling you 6 all day. I'm sorry. Okay, so you're 7 years old, and do you like driving your cart, your race cart?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. So, do you think the track is good condition, or what do you want to make any changes to the cart? You're good to go the way it is. Okay. All right, good job.
What do you tell Uncle Ronnie?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You don't thank me for anything. I'm glad to let y'all do it. We built it for y'all. That's why we did. Well, I hope you enjoy that little quick trip around Humphrey Motor Speedway, we like to call it. But if you have any questions about a go-kart track, I can give you the exact measurements and the width of it and all. Just contact me in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. But if you have any questions, contact me, and we'll be glad to answer anything that I didn't address today about our go-kart track. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. Take care.